Juicy macro crypto update, baby dolls. You are a yummy big bowl serving of popcorn with vinegar and also with chicken salt. You'll love it, friends. Trust me, you'll keep coming back for more. Gold is tanking. This is the gold chart out here. Pax Gold tracks the gold price 1-for-1. It's just that it trades 24/7. It's pretty cool that we have in cryptocurrency lands. Gold, friends, is literally tanking, dropping like a rock. This is awesome. Also, crowd favorite Tom Lee has retweeted this, which is something I found on the interwebs and I posted for you. Thank you to the original poster. Oh, it's actually a scammer. The dude on the top left. Wow. How about that? Is an actual airdrop farming scammer, but, you know, produced a chart or two. So, you know, I'll use it. It's kind of funny, friends. The world surprises you a lot. This is the BTC and gold rotational top that we're all in cope mode for. But you got to remember as well, the people who are laughing at this were saying, don't worry, gold's going to keep going up from 4,400 because central banks are buying. And they said, oh, well, you know, I was yelling at him saying, retail's lining up, bro. 100,000 people plus are waiting hours and hours in line to buy gold. Surely you understand this is the most classical textbook sell signal. What do they say? They go, no, this time is different. It's actually central banks buying and all those retailers lining up. They're lining up to sell. I don't think so, dude. I don't think so at all. Well, friends, I'm just going to go show you a quick look because this is what we're all waiting for. I'll actually show you some close price action of BTC as well. BTC, friends, coming around here, around this resistance level, I really hope we come and we take like a stab at this 118,000 American dollar zone. We've got big news coming on this week as well. We have the US FOMC from Major Loser. Major Loser and his Major Loser friends are going to meet and they're going to cut rates 25 basis points, but they're still quite tight. They've ended QT pretty much. Hopefully we bring on the next phase. Remember, friends, as well, like everyone says don't fight the Fed. Okay. Yeah. Are you going to get long now? Are you going to get long? No, they're not. They're selling. They're selling or they're going to stay sideline. See, it's very tough, right? Oh, what happened to don't fight the Fed? I remember when everyone sold because they were hiking rates. Okay. What about now they're cutting rates and they're stopping QT? Don't fight the Fed, right? But they're not going to do it because this is an emotional game, friends. Emotions guide everyone out here. This is the gold chart price. Check it out, friends. This was the squiggly lines I drew. I love this, man. It's literally dropping like a rock. Keep dropping, baby. This is good to see. This is a scam week that happened, liquidated on Binance. No one's surprised. It just got stops. And yeah, man. Oh, that's great. Yes. Thank God, man. Let's play some Pumpy G music. Oh, thank God. Oh, gosh. It smells like it's going to be all right. Now, why did I just have an orgasm for you? It's because gold is beyond the 10% lower number. It's actually down 12%. Oh, gosh, friends. Oh, man. You know, gosh, I'm still a virgin, so I don't know what it's like to kind of release myself with somebody else in the room. But I think that's what it kind of maybe feels like. All right, man, it must feel like just eating jelly in a cup on a hot summer's day. Down 12%. That is monstrously huge for gold. That's enormous. And by the way, historically, beyond the 10% number, you're like, okay, it's definitely, that's the stopping zone, the topping and the stopping zone. Now, of course, you can break it in 6 to 12 months, whatever, but we don't care about that. We just care that it's paused, finally. I mean, what a classical topic. We literally saw the retailers line up and say, oh my gosh, Uncle Peter Schiff, he loves them young, doesn't he? He loves them young. Could have been on Jeffrey Epstein's book. We don't know. Here he is out here telling everyone it's going $6,000 next. All right. Boom. Rotational. It's funny. They ran right into the 50-year resistance of, this is gold divided by M2SL. Okay. Which means you remove money printing from it as well. Friends, also, there's a lot of cuckolds out there. Okay. Soyboy, pencil neck, noodle arm cucks, who I've explained this to them 30,000 times. And because they have soybeans in their head, they're still not getting it. Okay, bro? This chart that you're looking at, like the long-term S&P, the smelly poop 500, bro, this is a useless chart. Do you understand? Do you understand? Because, let me tell you why. What is the S&P 500 priced in? US dollars. Okay. The US dollar supply is a lot different from 1935 to today. Okay? So why are you comparing the rate of change of the price movements of today to literally 90 years ago? Why are you doing that? It makes no sense. So what you should be doing is, because friends, you understand, they're bears, friends. When you paint your fingernails, you're a glitter face, and you're a cuck, and friends, when you skip leg day so much, you can't even make it up a flight of stairs anymore. You're beyond help at this point. Okay, I've literally told you, bro. Okay, for you, the people at the back, you still don't get it. You do SPX, remove the money printing debasement scam that they're doing, and this is your chart, bro. Do you get it? This is your chart. Now, why don't they show you that chart? Oh, because it doesn't look as parabolic as they hope, because they are sidelined Soyboy Cucks and they have a bias and they want it to go down. Okay? And guess what? I've got a bias too. I want it to go up. But these people, friends, that's what they do. They always show like a linear chart. They go, oh my gosh, it's just so high. This is such a blow off top. Okay, bro. Okay. Let me remind you of something, Habib. Okay. I'm going to remind you of something. The last time we had a blow off top was the NASDAQ bubble, tech bubble. But this is monthly candles, bro. So even if we're in the topping zone, which maybe we are now, look how long it takes to top out. Friends, that's literally 19 bars. 19 months. So yeah, this is maybe a topping zone for it. Look at this, friends. Literally, let's go up here. But it's literally 16 to 18 months. Friends, it's literally a year and a half. That's literally a year and a half. Okay? So maybe, yeah, we are going this explosive parabolic nature part up here. Maybe we are doing that. Okay, just to tell you, yeah, that's how last time it topped out, man, took it like a year and a half. Which is interesting because, if we get actually just the 5-year cycle and then we blow up in 2027, that kind of all makes sense. Also, now I want to show you, friends, remember, it's very important to see gold because now we're waiting for the big rotation. Check this out. This is gold's price chart. And then classical, Uncle Peter Schiff. Gold's more likely to hit 1 million than Bitcoin. Literally top ticked it to the day, bro. Literally top ticked it. I remember in the weekend, okay? Coming out here. This is beautiful, man, that you get to see this huge bang. So we've actually hit more than the 10% mark. Oh, that was really, really, really good. Real good. Just to show you, friends, it didn't even do that on the parabola on the way down. This was about 10% out here. So when it was actually done, this is like still 9, so we've hit the full 10 already. This is great. And by the way, there's a gap here, man. I wonder if one day we do see like a 20% retrace of it, but we'll see. Friendly reminder as well, from that Bitcoin and gold rotation, we've only got a sample size of 2. Maybe there's a 2013 one, but maybe there was, whatever. In 2021 cycle, it went for 9 months. Okay, gold tops, you go for 9 months. Okay, that's what it would be. So let's say gold top, whatever, 2 weeks ago, you run for 9 months. What does that move us into? Let's say Q3 next year, 2026. That's 9 months, all right? Between June and Sep next year. If it follows 2017 cycle, it ran for 14 months, all right? A whole 14 months to the top. So that means we run until literally the end of next year, December next year. So I don't know. You maybe want to take the midpoint of them. I don't know. I'm just telling you, man, when the gold rotation stops, and it's happened in the past, it wasn't like 9 weeks or 2 months or anything, okay? It was literally a full-on 6 to 9 month thing, rotation. It doesn't have to happen. I don't know. You know what I mean? I've got a helicopter hat, friends, and I'm just spinning it every day. But how can this be the top of the cycle when Bitcoin maxis are still shitposting Ethereum daily? So you have Raj here. Rajat. Here we have Raj just literally just pooping on Ethereum. He's joking. Store of value. Dropping down out here. So he's joking about, Ethereum and gold and all these other stuff out here. So it doesn't feel like that's the top, bro. It doesn't, I'm just seeing too much of the hatred. That's not top stuff. This is the ETH-BTC chart if you want to check it out as well, going up here, friends. All right, if you want to check it out, ETH-BTC, remember the spot ETF launched at 0.055. Hopefully, it continues higher. I want to show you this as well. Remember, okay, racist Russell 2000, friends. He's very racist, got no white friends at all. All right? But there's something undeniable at the racist Russell 2000. The longer it stays up here, the more it's harder for you to say it's a fake out. Okay? The racist Russell, friends, we have now had, this is a 2-week chart, okay? It has now closed a 2-week candle print above the all-time high, okay? So if we go for like another 2 weeks, maybe we just have to run until the end of Nov. If it can close up here at the end of Nov, like that's the first month through all-time highs, closing strongly above it. If we get there, I don't know, could fake out, man. Blockchain backer. That's why, friends, blockchain backer still, he asked AI and whatever he still thinks this is going down here and it's all over. That's why he sold 50%, 70%. He's just basically saying it's bear market time, it's all over. Okay, so, but racist Russell 2000, I think that's why there's been a lot of backlash, because everyone's standing there and they're watching and they go, hey, okay, cool. Thank you for keeping us bullish the whole time. And then he's like, oh, I've actually changed my mind. We're bearish now. And then everyone's like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, you're the crowd. You suck. His objective, unbiased data. And everyone's like, whoa, bro. You're not using the data you used to say bullish. You just literally just threw it out. The Russell's through the all-time high. And he's like, no, it doesn't count. I actually think it's a fake out. That's why everyone's like confused. They're like, wait. Wait, so for 2.5 years, we're bullish. And then the indicator we're waiting to start the bull market, it actually pings. And now you go, nah, disregard it. I'm actually out. What? Well, that's the race. That's what happened, friends. That's literally what happened. I'm not even exaggerating. The racist Russell 2000 is literally cleanly closing above the all-time high. It's printing new highs. And, you know, everyone's just like, oh, I'm stepping out. That's why I think, like, you know, yeah, they feel betrayed. They're like, well, bro, where'd this come from? You're just throwing shit out? I think that's what they feel, you know. Shout out to Mr. Hexagon 5150. We're going to win. Nice to see a bit of movement in Pika today. We're all still here, friends. Shout out to Mr. MVS Crypto for the monster updates that I've been doing for everyone out here. We still got the Poker Center. Believer Cycle. Now, I want to leave you with some copium and hopium. Okay, first we've got to hypnotize ourselves. Remember, we're going to make it. And we've got no choice. You know, like they're pretty much, everything's at zero now anyway. Okay, backs against the wall. This is an OTHERS-btc chart. It's been literally going down for 4 years. Okay, it's literally been the death train to hell, 4 years. And there's a nice channel here. I really hope we are ready to go up as they keep cutting rates and they do the QT. Okay. Friends, I know you're looking at everything. You know that there's a lot of these mid-curve Japanese hentai avatar dudes on Twitter saying altcoins, zero value. Stocks, amazing. Productive assets. Cash flow. They're using all these buzzwords. Bro, just shut up. You don't know anything. Firstly, what's the biggest asset in the world? Gold. Okay, how much cash flow does gold produce? Zero. Okay, thank you very much. How much technology does gold have? Zero. Thank you very much. Okay, no tech, no cash flow. Okay, just a metal, pet shiny rock. Did it have any problems getting to 30 trillion market cap? No, it didn't. Thank you very much. Okay, did it have any problems getting hundreds of thousands of people, retailers, to line up for hours, wee-weeing their pants in their diaper because Peter Schiff said it's gone to $6,000? Did it stop them from lining up for hours and hours and hours to buy a $30 trillion market cap shiny rock that has no tech? It is still analog, not digital, and it still does nothing? Did it have a problem with that? No, it didn't. Okay, so there you go. Shut your mouth. You have absolutely no idea what the hell you're talking about. Because you're just basically anchoring to a few of the best FANGs, which is basically the best stock market companies which are producing their cash flow. I'd like to also remind you of something, okay? The racist Russell 2000 is printing all-time highs. 2,000 companies, 1,000 of them not profitable. Well, there you go. So there you go. Why is an index, bro? Half your companies are dog shit. They don't even make money. And you are screaming through the all-time highs. So it's almost like everything's a Ponzi. Interesting. Or it's just pricing in the future and you don't understand what it's doing right now. It's pricing in the tech future. For example, I've told you, maybe Russell 2000 is going up because people are pricing in that AI is going to get better, and a lot of these unprofitable companies, they're going to be using AI and they're going to become profitable in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's one possibility. What about crypto? You go, oh, crypto is, you know, they're not producing any cash flow or anything out here. Well, we already know, Habibi. How much cash flow does Bitcoin produce? Zero. Thank you very much. Zero cash flow, okay? Metcalfe's law, it's just about the number of people in the city. Metcalfe's law, the number of people in the network. If they want to hold it, they want to believe in it, there you go. How much cash flow does Da Vinci's artwork, Michelangelo, with his, you know, the statue with the willy hanging out? Okay, how much cash flow does that produce? Zero. What about the Mona Lisa? She's a Mona. Maybe she's a squirter too. But you won't be able to tell, right? Because there's no cash flow involved. She's been dead a couple of 100 years, just a picture. So basically what's happened is Others BTC is really, really, really bad, really low for 4 or 5 years. So people are just saying, oh, this is why there's red candles. It's because everything's worth 0. No, man. No, you're describing to us the color of the monthly candles. Oh, it's been bad. Therefore, it's been bad. Okay. Price versus value. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. Value is somewhere out in the future. You're hoping things change. People don't think straight unless they have money in their pockets. Okay. Inflation's killed everybody. The volatility's killed everybody. We're waiting for things to turn around. But, you know, honestly, if there was a sign from God to say that everything's going to be fine, I think we've seen it, bro. I think we just saw it, you know. I think you saw the sign, which was literally all these people lining up to come buy the actual Pico top of gold. They're not lining up for Aramco or Apple or Amazon or Tesla. They're not lining up, bro. They're literally lining up for pet shiny rock gold. Okay, and the best part is less than a 2x that we're gonna sell. They were buying it because they interviewed a lot of people in these lines, yeah, and they spoke to a lot of the jewelers. Everybody was talking about $6,000 gold price. That's why I found it fascinating, because that's what Peter Schiff was talking about. I go, huh, wait, you're lining up at 4,400 just because you think it's going to 6,000? That's not even a 2x, man. That's not even a 50% gain. Inspirational, okay? People don't act with logic. Yeah, people by default, friends, they're not good punters. Yeah, they don't have good R, if you know what I mean. They don't know how to, like, you know, risk 10 cents to try and make $1. Yeah, people on average, they are not good at buying $1 for 5, 10, 15, 20 cents. They're not good at that game. Okay, you and I, we practice for the game. That's my game. That's what I do every single day. Yeah, that's in the mindset I'm looking for. I'm trying to buy $1 for 10 cents. Yeah, asymmetric upside. Okay. What do people do by default? Follow their emotions, okay? What they try to do is they try to buy $1 for 80 cents. Because it's sure. It's like, oh, I'm not going to lose money, right? I'm not going to lose money. They try to buy $1 for 80 cents. You get it right 1 or 2 times. Most of the time, you get kabonked, okay? So we're going to be waiting to see if this gold rotation has some legs. Hopefully, we do get friendship. Remember, BTC is now a green monthly candle. It's for October, but pretty much, you know, we're still stuck in no man's land. Okay, we have big news, right? We got President Winnie the Pooh and Donald Trump. They're going to be making a deal with honey. I guess President Winnie the Pooh wants to make a big order shipment of honey into the country. And then we've got the FOMC coming out in literally 24 hours from now, 24 plus, like, you know, 8 hours. And, you know, for the rest of the week, I guess we'll see how we're going to move into November. November is the traditional good month, but NASDAQ just had 7 green months in a row, I think, and there's like high odds that it kind of stalls out a couple of %. But, you know, let's not worry about that. You and I just got to worry about our helicopter hats. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.